Have you ever wondered how our brain develops and changes as we age? This is a fascinating journey, one that begins at birth and continues well into our adulthood. While children learn about the world through experience, developing their cognitive abilities as they grow, adults too have the capacity to continue this development. Our brains need regular workouts to stay in shape, just as our bodies do. Now, you may wonder, how do we exercise our brains? The answer lies in the complexity of the tasks we engage in. Reading challenging books, for instance, can stimulate our cognitive abilities. Watching intricate movies can make us think critically, and listening to challenging music can ignite the creative spark within us. All these activities stimulate different parts of our brains, leading to an overall enhancement in brain functioning. So, the key to keeping our brains healthy and active lies in the complexity of the tasks we undertake. Ever considered how reading can act as a powerful tool for brain development? Reading is not just about absorbing information, it's about immersing yourself in different worlds, understanding intricate plots, and grappling with complex ideas. It's a mental workout that stretches your cognitive abilities, making your brain more flexible and agile. Imagine reading a challenging book. Your brain is buzzing, cranking gears, creating images, and connecting dots. You're not just passively consuming words, you're actively engaged in the process of understanding. This is especially true when you delve into the works of profound authors like Nikolai Gogol. His narratives, filled with intricate details and complex ideas, demand deep understanding. They coax your brain to think, to interpret, to analyze. It's like a high-intensity workout for your mind. Now let's juxtapose this with reading business literature or attending training sessions. Yes, they can provide useful insights, tips, and techniques, but they're often straightforward, designed to be easily digestible. They don't challenge your brain the same way a complex piece of literature does. They don't push your cognitive boundaries or stimulate your imagination as intensely. Think about it. When you read fiction, you are transported into different worlds, meeting new characters, understanding their motivations, and predicting their actions. This involves a myriad of cognitive processes: comprehension, empathy, critical thinking, creativity, and more. It's like a full-body workout, but for your brain. So, what's the takeaway here? Reading, particularly challenging literature, is a powerful tool for brain development. It's not just about entertainment or passing time, it's about engaging your brain, stretching your cognitive abilities, and keeping your mind in shape. So, the next time you pick a book, remember its complexity can shape your brain. Don't just read to consume, read to understand, read to challenge, and read to grow. Because every book you read is not just a story you experience, but a workout your brain gets. What if I told you that reading Shakespeare can be a brain workout? Sounds strange, right? But let's dive into a story that might give us a fresh perspective. Once upon a time, a professor came across an article that suggested reading Shakespeare as a way to boost brain development. She was taken aback, even offended. "I'm a professor," she thought. "I have countless books on my reading list, and now I should add Shakespeare's plays too?" The author of the article was not suggesting the professor was ignorant, or that she needed to broaden her literary horizons. Rather, he was hinting at the cognitive challenge Shakespeare's works provide. You see, these works are not merely plays, they are complex narratives filled with intricate character relationships, profound moral dilemmas, and rich, often cryptic language that demands deep comprehension. Reading Shakespeare requires us to fully engage our brains. We must keep track of the multiple plot lines and characters, decipher the meaning behind the Elizabethan English, and interpret the moral and philosophical questions posed. This process exercises our memory, our understanding, our critical thinking, and our ability to draw connections, all integral components of cognitive development. Moreover, the themes in Shakespeare's works are timeless. Love, jealousy, ambition, betrayal, revenge. These are not just plot points in a play, but real-life events we encounter daily. By engaging with these themes in a literary context, we are preparing our brains to better understand and navigate these complexities in our own lives. So, the author's suggestion to read Shakespeare was not an attempt to belittle the professor's intellect, or to add another item to her already overflowing reading list. It was a suggestion to engage in a mental exercise that would challenge her cognitive abilities, stimulate her brain, and perhaps offer a fresh perspective on the world around her. As we see, Shakespeare's works, with their complexity and depth, can indeed serve as a cognitive workout for our brains. Let's recap what we've learned about training our brains. Our brains, much like our bodies, require regular exercise to stay fit and healthy. This exercise comes in the form of cognitive challenges, pushing our minds to think, analyze, and understand complex information and concepts. This is a lifelong process, not just limited to our childhood or adolescent years. As adults, we must persistently engage in activities that stimulate our brains to keep them in optimal shape. In this journey of cognitive growth, challenging literature plays a significant role. Books, unlike any other medium, offer a deep dive into complex narratives, intricate character developments, and nuanced thematic explorations. They provide an intellectual playground for our brains, requiring us to imagine, comprehend, and empathize. Take the works of Nikolai Gogol, for example. His complex narratives and profound themes demand an attentive reader, one who is willing to delve deep into the intricacies of his storytelling. Reading Gogol is not just about understanding the plot, it's about appreciating the literary techniques, understanding the historical and cultural contexts, and interpreting the underlying messages. Similarly, Shakespeare's plays, teeming with rich language and complex characters, offer a wealth of cognitive stimulation. His works are not just stories, they're reflections of our daily lives, dressed up in Elizabethan English and iambic pentameter. They force us to think, to interpret, and to make connections, thereby providing an excellent workout for our brains. And let's not forget about the power of fiction. While business literature and training materials may provide practical knowledge, fiction offers cognitive challenges that go beyond the realm of everyday problems. It pushes us to think creatively, to understand diverse perspectives, and to make abstract connections, thereby promoting cognitive flexibility and empathy. Remember, every challenging book you read, every complex movie you watch, and every intricate piece of music you listen to can be a step towards a healthier, more developed brain.